Hello and welcome to the Wednesday edition of The Box Seat. I'm Mark Warwood. 7 races at Ascot on Wednesday. Let's have a look at the likely conditions. We're expecting a mostly sunny day in Perth, around 24 degrees Celsius. The track to be a good 4 and the rail to be in the 12-metre position. Race number 1 at Ascot on Wednesday will jump at 1:34. It's the Crown Towers Handicap over 1,800 metres. In replay, look at the first up run of Magical Charm.
They'd straighten for home though. Diamond Jolson, Sean the Persuader, Rock My Lady gunning it down here. Hall stuck the stick into the left hand, wants to lay in. Drew level with the leader, running on 3 Generations. Rock My Lady with 100 to go. Diamond Jolson fights back though, gets his head in front. Diamond Jolson, Rock My Lady, Diamond Jolson.
Magical Charm was a very big drifter up at Geraldton. First up for Jessica Gray. William Pike takes over on Wednesday. He's ridden his horse 6 times for 1 win and 4 minor placings. He was a top 5 finisher in both the WA Oaks and also the WATC Derby last season, and reuniting with Pike in what is a relatively weak race, I think Magical Charm goes on top. From number 5, Red Snitz will be third up on Wednesday. Steps up to 1,800 metres after 2 OK runs. He's backing up from running last Wednesday. Another horse that comes out of the same race is number 4, Nakoni's Boy for the Parnhams, Neville and Chris. Now, Nakoni's Boy did beat Red Snitz last start, but he got a beautiful run from barrier 2. The gates have flipped around on Wednesday. I think Red Snitz may well beat Nakoni's Boy. And then in for 4th, and it's a token selection. It's number 6, Seconda Vita. Did win a very weak maiden 4 starts ago. Was a long way behind Unicat, Red Snitz and Nakoni's Boy last time out. Just one for the exotics. Top selection in race number 1, going to go with number 1, Magical Charm, to beat 5 Red Snitz, 4 Nakoni's Boy and 6 Seconda Vita. Race number 2 at Ascot on Wednesday will jump at 2:14. It's the Tap Touch Better Your Bet maiden over 1,000 metres. In replay, we're going to look at the recent trial of Stairs and Whispers.
Varney Racer as a corner and held up behind those is Blacktastic in the straight, and the leader Stairs and Whispers. On the outside is God's Land coming at it strongly, and down the outside is Playing Marika starting to run on, and further back in the field under a bit of pressure out wider is Karanis trying to respond and running on Giovanni Racer, but well clear is Stairs and Whispers. On the outside is Playing Marika, Stairs and Whispers in front, and Playing Marika made it.
Even for a Wednesday, this is a pretty weak maiden for mine. I am going to go with number 10 here, Stairs and Whispers, and I think the key might be the gear change. Sean Casey has elected to put the tongue tie back on her, and the only time she's had the tongue tie on was a decent run behind Driftstar. Was beaten 2 3/4 lengths that day, over 1,000 metres at Ascot. Reproduce that will go very close here. Bonnie Police rides. She does claim an allowance, but she'd only take a kilo of that allowance down to 53 because her minimum riding rate is that. But goes on top here, should lead and give a decent sight. From number 9, Amazed, another one with a gear change. The blinkers go on and the winkers come off. The recent form's not good enough, but if you go back to her 2-year-old runs, if she was to reproduce some of that, she'd be very competitive here. Number 11, Euphonious, was pretty good last start. Finished 2nd down at Bunbury behind the Pen, who we'll see later on the card. And then number 4, Stormy Aura, first up for the Harveys, has got a wide gate here. Barrier number 10. There's a few watch horses in this race. Number 5, Dalgaranga, is gelded, and King of Planets number 3 having its first run with Martin Allen, having previously been with Trevor Andrews. Top selection in race number 2, going to go with number 10, Stairs and Whispers, to beat 9 Amazed, 11 Euphonious and 4 Stormy Aura. Race number 3 at Ascot on Wednesday will jump at 2:54. It is the Glenroy Chaff Handicap over 1,200 metres. In replay, we're going to look at the last start of Final Hearing.
Fillies saved up behind them. Into the straight, the big grey Pablo's Poem, tackled by Dance Music. Lord Help Me Run. Down the outside, Friday's Fillies. At the 200, he shows the lead of the whip. Pablo's Poem got the better of Dance Music, who didn't give a lot. Pablo's has kicked away. Lord Help Me Run sticks on. Followed further back, Final Hearing, but it's Pablo's Poem. He's doing his best late in the race. Great ride in front there tactically, and was much too...
Final Hearing's half-sisters showcase was pretty dynamic in winning the first race over 1,000 metres at Ascot on Saturday, and Final Hearing's page in the Bloodstock magazines is a pretty good one. He's bred to be much better than a midweek grade galloper. 1-2 starts ago, beating Magical Charge, who I think's got a reasonable amount of ability, and then last start, as we saw in the replay, finished 3rd behind Pablo's Poem and Lord Help Me Run. It was a very slowly run race Final Hearing had the best 200 metre sectional at the end. I think it was a little bit unlucky. Goes on top here from number 9, the last start winner in Prince of Promises. That was beating My Fair Lady in a maiden at Belmont on the final day of the season there. Sean McGrady sticks here. I think this horse will be suited by the 1200 metres. Goes in for second. A watch horse here is certainly number 2, Rising Seas. First up without a trial from barrier number 1 for the Ganjimis. They're very good at producing their horses first up without a trial. And then number 6, Orange Strudel. Now it's got a pretty poor win rate, just a 1 win over course and distance, but has placed 6 times and at reasonable odds, I think it'd go quite well here over the 1200 at Ascot. Top selection in race number 3, going to go with number 8, Final Hearing, to beat 9 Prince of Promises, 2 Rising Sea and 6 Orange Strudel. Race number 4 at Ascot on Wednesday will jump at 3:32. It's the Amelia Park Beef Handicap over 1200 metres. In replay, look at the last start of Soy Tan Rapido.
True Attraction is still back third last on the inside. In the straight, Shapita's coming after Soy Tan Rapido. Saxy Philly gave it away. City Chance on the outside. Texas Moon trying to come through. True Attraction giving them a big start. Spanish Steps is coming through. Soy Tan Rapido's got the lead, but Shapita is coming hard now. Shapita shows its class, takes the lead from Soy Tan Rapido. Texas Moon, True Attraction late, but Shapita's got the head in front.
That was a mighty performance there by Soy Tan Rapido. Was very well supported compared to the horse that won the race, Shapita, from the same stable. And I think if there wasn't an animal the quality of Shapita, he would not have got run down. Very unlucky not to win and land the gamble. Goes on top here. I think he'll find the front and be very hard to catch. I think in danger might name number 5, which is Boss Striker, having its second run for Anne King. Previously based in the Eastern States, this was very good first up at Northam, only beaten a nose by Cool Serenity. In for third, I'm going to put number 11, Pearl Girl. Won at Geraldton last start in a maiden. Very good sectional, as you would expect. That was $1.30 to win the race. Comes to town here for the combination of Durant and William Pike. And in for fourth, number 6, The Pen. Did win a maiden last start, beat Euphonious, who goes around in the previous race. Maybe well worth waiting to see how the form works out of that before placing your investments in race number 4. My top selection in race number 4 is number 8, Soy Tan Rapido, to beat 5, Boss Striker, 11, Pearl Girl and 6, The Pen.